The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Tariffs are important for doing business, and the business we will be showcasing now has a long history of doing business. This is GM Pharma. Its first medicine was produced in Georgia for the Georgian market in the year 2000. Today, it's the largest pharmaceutical producer company in the whole South Caucasus, with its branches in 5 CIS countries. Salome Chipashvili will show us more.
I am Levan Varduashvili, GM Pharma Development and Marketing Director. The idea of creating this enterprise came around in the middle of 90s when foreign pharmaceutical companies were entering the Georgian pharmaceutical market and starting meetings with importing companies, those that distributed pharmaceutical products to Georgia. By that time, our founder, Mr. Kacha Okriashvili, had already founded one successful company. The date of establishment of the enterprise is considered to be the year 2000. Currently, the company is a multinational, international pharmaceutical company whose medicines are produced not only in Georgia, but in GMP-certified enterprises in Western European countries. In February 2000, the first drug was released on the Georgian pharmaceutical market, and it was the antibiotic rifampicin. The initial investment that was made to build this enterprise in 1999-2002 was $5 million. GM Pharma's manufacturing site in Tbilisi is the largest pharmaceutical plant in the South Caucasus region, with a full cycle of pharmaceutical production. Accordingly, our enterprise is focused on the production of oral solid forms. Oral solid forms include medicines in capsules, tablets, and dosed powders in sachets. The main processes in the factory are dispensing, mixing, granulation, tableting, encapsulation, coating, as well as packaging, primary and secondary, and quality control at any stage of production. GM Pharma has a wide range of portfolio. As I have already mentioned, we have 264 different forms of released drugs, which cover practically all fields of medicine. In general, the success of GM Pharma is determined by 3 components: human resources, the technologies, and the processes that enable the better use of our human resources and technologies. When it comes to human resources, we believe our employees are the company's greatest asset. The most important thing is to hire the right staff for the right position. This in itself implies that the organizational structure is being adapted. A great deal of emphasis is being placed on raising the individual qualifications of employees. We have already started recruiting staff for key positions from abroad. This is especially true for research and development and quality control. We are especially proud that in 2020, the Swiss Rating Association awarded us the Leader of the Year award among the pharmaceutical companies. We are the companies that spend the most on employees in various areas in terms of salaries, other benefits, or training. This is especially important because 2020 was a particularly difficult year given the COVID reality, when companies were reducing the number of employees, when companies were reducing the salaries of employees. Our company increased the average salary by 15% for 700 employees. In total, GM Pharma has more than 800 employees, of which 225 are employees in our export markets, international markets. The company currently has own representative offices in 5 CIS countries. These are Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Armenia, and Moldova. We will have a representative office in Belarus and we will open a branch there quite soon. We are practically in the last stage of the procedure of hiring the head of the representation. Only a few candidates to select from are left. We plan to open a representative office in Ukraine next year. We also plan to open a branch in Kazakhstan in 2023. We also take the first steps in Europe. We plan to operate in Latvia in 2023. By 2024, we plan to register and operate in Western and Central European countries with the help of our partners. Our export sales are outstanding. We're growing by an average of about 20% every year, and we plan to increase our exports by about 30% every year for the next 5 years. The forecast in this year for the export sales will be $36 million. We will agree that this is not a small figure for any Georgian company. The ultimate goal is to export $100 million worth of products in 2025. The company was founded in 2000. We are now 21 years old. 20 years is not a little time, not only for Georgian companies. It turns out that Compaq, a world-renowned company that manufactured personal laptops, existed for a total 20 years before it was sold to HP. For some time, the name of the Compaq was given to some notebooks, but since 2013, this name vanished. You may remember that there was a company as Vertu, which manufactured expensive mobile phones but only existed for 17 years. It was shut down in 2019. Consequently, 20 years is not a little time for any company at all. We're proud that our company has reached this milestone and turned 21 years old. It is not just about making it to 21 years. We believe that this past period was very meaningful and value-added. The main goal of management is that the company remains meaningful, useful, beneficial, first of all for patients, society, company employees, the state, business environment, and healthcare sector. As I said, GM Pharma, with its products and the economic wealth it has created, is changing the quality of life of patients for the better, as well adds value to the business environment and healthcare sector. I hope that together we will celebrate the 30th, 40th, 50th anniversary of GM Pharma with this pace of development.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.